Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. There are thousands of people who review Descendants and Zombies every night on YouTube. But to know that I've become everybody's favorite YouTube reviewer when it comes to Descendants and Zombies is the greatest feeling in the world. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel of all time, because all I've ever wanted to be a part of is keeping this alive for each and every one of you. I love Descendants and Zombies with all of my heart, and many of you who have been subscribed to this YouTube channel for a very long time should know at least by now that I am the most passionate guy in the world when it comes to your favorite stars, and all I've ever wanted to do is honor them, which includes giving something special back to each and every one of you. And the best way to honor them is to post the best reviews that I possibly can, speaking from my heart, with an open heart and an open mind about how I feel about Descendants of Zombies, while sharing with you my story, about how I was a guy who came from nothing and became everybody's favorite YouTube reviewer, because when I was a radio show host years ago, I really didn't have a whole lot of money. So my YouTube channel and my radio shows were very poorly financed. And then from out of nowhere, something magical happened for me overnight. After I found out about Descendants of Zombies and you guys became a part of my life, and you guys became a very adamant part of my life, because I wanted to give you guys the best reviews that I possibly could, this YouTube channel exploded. Thousands of people would subscribe here because they felt so passionate about Descendants of Zombies, and perhaps more passionate about Descendants of Zombies than they were ever given credit for. Thousands of people would hit my like button. People would express their love and appreciation for these videos unlike anything that I'd ever experienced in my lifetime. And I said, you know, this is kind of cool. I could do this for the rest of my life. And you know something? I have proudly dedicated the rest of my life, as a result of this, to uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies for you guys, so that you guys would always have a reliable source, a dedicated voice to Descendants of Zombies who believed in this product and every dream that these stars ever had or ever wanted to achieve, more than anybody else who had ever created a video. And that's all you've really got to have. You know, people will tell you need expensive cameras, expensive microphones, ring lights. You've never needed any of that. All you've ever needed is heart. And when you put your heart into every video that you ever record about Descendants of Zombies, it gives people more of a reason to believe in it than perhaps ever before. I've never really cared what people have had to say about this new 30-second trailer of Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, because this movie gives us hope. At least we know now that there is a future that has everything to do with Red and Chloe and their beautiful friendship, which I can never seem to get enough of. I can never seem to put into words how appreciative I am of these two girls having met each other on the set of Descendants 4, The Rise of Red, and becoming the best of friends, because they have been there every step of the way for each other. They've helped each other with emotional and so much lovable support that it's truly breathtaking to me and nothing short of mind-blowing. So I think as fans, we can certainly find time in appreciating that, because we thought of friendships in our own lives, how we became friends with somebody for the first time ever, and we forever and always remained friends with that one special person who we consider to be our best friend. I mean, we all have a best friend, even when we don't think we have a best friend, because when you really think about it, when you have this really annoying friend, have you ever noticed that annoying friend that you can never seem to get enough of, that forever and always gets on your nerves, have you ever noticed how that one annoying friend is the one person who always calls you, who always wants to know how you're doing, who always wants to check on you, who always wants to tell you their deepest secrets, who always wants to talk to you till 3 o'clock in the morning on the phone? No matter how annoying they are, their love for you is truly unconditional. And they will help you see everything through, help you make sense of everything going on around you. And that's how I've come to appreciate the friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker. So that didn't involve me criticizing it. If I was going to say anything at all about this friendship, it was going to have to be something nice. If I was going to say anything at all about the upcoming release of Descendants 5 Book Wonderland, it was also going to have to be something nice, because I knew that nobody else was going to go out of the way to do it. They were going to find everything they could to criticize about it, from how long the teaser trailer was to how it didn't really offer us much. I mean, what did you really expect? For them to reveal everything in a 2-minute and 30-second long trailer? If they would have done that in a 2-minute and 30-second trailer, I mean, what would you really taken away from it? Would you have ever watched the movie if you would have found out who the villain was, what the plot was going to detail, what it was going to reveal, what was going to happen between Red and Pink, what the many consequences of time travel were going to be? Just think about all the predictions we've made and we've heard about since the revealing of this trailer, since the premiere of the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide concert tour, which was a fabulous way to reveal it because we didn't see it coming. There were a lot of rumors about how Disney was going to release the first ever trailer of this one, the first ever teaser, and then people started speculating on it to the heights of unbelievableness. But the thing is, think about all these predictions we made, who the villain was going to be. You know, was time travel really taken out of the plot, which was probably the biggest prediction that we had to make because I never wanted to have to say goodbye to time travel because time travel left the door more widely open than ever before for Ruby Rose Turner to return because I never forgot that summer when I was left brokenhearted in a state of brokenheartedness because Ruby had parted ways with the franchise. And I know there are a lot of people out there that will forever and always say Ruby was just a character, but you know, when you really review these characters like I have, you tend to take away a greater appreciation for their characters and what they've offered. If anything, Ruby Rose Turner inspired me to be a better person around the people that I surround myself with and to be kinder. And I like to believe because of what Ruby offered, Ruby did inspire me to become a better person. You know something, I collect a lot of stuffies, but if there was one person that I would give my stuffy collection to, and I mean my entire stuffy collection, from my Sonics to my Dumbos to my Mickey Mouses and Minnie Mouses, it would have to be Ruby Rose Turner. Because I would just love to show Ruby just how appreciative I am of what she taught me. And that was the value of kindness and how much further kindness can take a person in this lifetime. Because Descendants of Zombies, if there's one thing Descendants of Zombies has taught me, is that there are thousands, if not millions of people out there that do have kind hearts. That just want to make everybody around them, that they surround themselves with every day, with kindness, and make everybody around them happy. And I think if more people understood how the female demographic who make up Descendants of Zombies just want to make everybody happy around them rather than feeling misunderstood, I think that friendships, relationships would definitely turn out for the better. And that's the best piece of advice that I can give you. You know, give a girl her space when she asks you for it. Learn to respect her the way that she wants to be respected and show her the kindness that she wants and see how you'll be rewarded in the end because you will have a friend for the rest of your life. And that's been more evident to me than ever before from creating these videos. I just wish more people who created these videos could understand that, or people who try to make the best of every relationship or friendship they have. And I think that in Descendants of Zombies' script, no matter what franchise we're talking about, we've seen the value of that. We've really seen the value of that come to the forefront. And the thing about music that I've often appreciated and I've told you guys through the years is that music has a way of healing you. Unexpectedly, music can heal you. Because from the first time you heard songs like Life is Sweeter When You Are, Fight of Our Lives, and Get Your Hands Dirty, there may have only been 8 songs making up the Descendants Rise of Red score, but those 8 songs resonated with us, and they ultimately became our favorite songs from any Descendants score. The lyrics spoke volumes to us, and we could relate to these songs more than ever before. And what do you think these songs did for us? Like a song like Life is Sweeter When You Are. It put into perspective just how much further kindness may have taken a person, but the song also healed us. You know, people referred to it lacklusterly by calling it a bubblegum type song, but I refer to it as something much greater and far greater than what people showed appreciation for it. Because the millions of people who, you know, got down to the song, learned the choreographing of it, and took away a greater appreciation for this, saw the value in it. And in time, they appreciated it. Because I know there were fans of Descendants who did criticize it, but there were more fans, if not, you know, 10.5 billion of you, who loved it so much because of the new cast. So they were starting their lives, getting their careers off the ground, and they really made names for themselves because of this franchise. And I took time in appreciating that. I certainly took something special away from it for how they resonated with you, because no other cast resonated with you like this new cast took the time out of their busy schedules to do. There was always an extensive amount of PR that every cast member was a part of, and they were so excited to be a part of it. I mean, every girl's dream is to be a Disney princess. I don't care who you are or how you feel about Disney princesses. Every girl's dream is to be a Disney princess. No matter how many times they tell you that they don't like a Disney princess or they don't have a favorite, everybody has a favorite Disney princess. I seem to be the only guy who asks people in my everyday life, who is your favorite Disney princess? And while I may never get an answer from them, at least I take away a great deal of pride knowing that I asked them. Because the thing is, how do you know anything about a person if you don't ask them things like who their favorite Disney princess is, or what their favorite color is, or what their favorite song is, or what they spend all their time doing? That's how you relate to people. That's how you get to know them. And I think that these cast members of Descendants of Zombies have taken away a lot of really wonderful friendships and really life-changing experiences from their experience filming the Descendants franchise. They filmed it here in Canada. And for those of you who have not been to British Columbia is a beautiful place. It is a very very wide landscaped. It is very open concept. The water in British Columbia is very warm this time of year. And I think it is really, really cool, or at least in the summer it's really warm, because it's winter time here now and we're still in the middle of a snowstorm. But the thing is, British Columbia is such a beautiful place, and I think that they really had the time of their life filming Descendants. And I would have loved to have taken myself up in the opportunity to have been a hero in the Descendants franchise. You've heard me speak on this many times, because I've seen the value in these characters, and I've seen how much these characters mean to you. And I think what we appreciate about Descendants and Zombies really is the storytelling. You know, it was never about how this villain was never revealed in the teaser trailer, or this never happened, or this never came to be, because everything will eventually come full circle in this sense. We will have the villain revealed. We will find out what the plot has to detail, but do we really need to find out about this so quickly? Because when we find out about it so quickly, it takes away the element of surprise. It takes away those I never saw these coming moments, these OMG moments, oh my God moments that, you know, leave us speechless and really at a loss for words. Like how at Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampire's conclusion, did you ever expect a vortex, if anything, to come up from the sea and pose the greatest threat to the Seabrook in the history of the Zombies franchise? No, you didn't. So as a result of this being the cliffhanger in Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, everybody was left in a state of, oh my God, what's coming next? Is it mermaids? Is it sirens? Is it pirates? And then everybody's imagination started running wild. So as a creative writer, I'm sitting behind a desk saying to myself, what can I do? What on earth can I do to keep people guessing? What on earth can I do to keep people coming back? And if I can do that, then I'll become everybody's favorite writer, rather than just giving you everything in just one installment and saying, okay, this is it, see you later, goodbye. The thing is, if I can keep you coming back, if I can keep you on the edge of your seat and keep you guessing, that's what makes my job worth it. Kind of like how I'm a YouTube content creator. If I can keep creating great videos for you guys that keep you forever hitting my subscribe button, giving me 50,000 likes, and allowing me to achieve my dream of surpassing Mr. Beast and becoming the greatest content creator of all time, I know that dream sounds really far out there, but if I can keep doing that, then that's what makes this YouTube channel so special, and every video that I've ever created so worth it. I have had hundreds, if not thousands, of Freya Sky fans subscribe here to this YouTube channel in recent days. And my time that I've spent with these Freya Sky fans, getting to know you, getting to watch your videos, your shorts, your reviews of Freya Sky that you post in your own light, that's the greatest honor of my life, because I never thought that so many Freya Sky fans would ever subscribe here to this YouTube channel or take me as seriously as what they have. But there are Freya Sky fans. The reality of my life is, and what I'm faced with, there are Freya Sky fans by the hundreds, if never the thousands, who come to this YouTube channel because they just want to hear something nice about Freya, rather than reviewing her song and quoting every lyric for lyric. Word for word, people are quoting these lyrics, saying, okay, this is how Freya has to feel, or this is who may have hurt Freya, or who hurt Freya, or what happened to Freya. I've seen so many videos where people have tried to analyze and review these songs, and they've drastically failed. Nobody can ever review a song about Freya because they don't even know who Freya is. It's the die-hard fans of Freya who know who Freya is, who know everything there is to know about Freya. And the same goes for Kylie, the same goes for Malia, the same went for Ruby. I will forever miss Ruby because I think that Ruby offered so much to this story, and I will forever never close the book on Ruby's story having been told and completed. Because the thing is, as long as I believe in that, and how I believe, you know, I've forever and always held on to how time travel could still play a definite role in Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, no matter how much we talk about time travel being removed from it. Why do you think the pocket watch is locked away in a vault? That's because the pocket watch has some significance. We just don't know what that significance is. And the thing is, when we find out what that significance is, then the pocket watch's role becomes more evident than ever before, and it comes right back into the storyline. With how much of an extensive library of characters there is from both the past and now the present, from Encanto and Princess and the Frog coming into the fold, the thing is, the door for time travel to find its way back by Descendants 6 could be left more widely open than ever before, because I've loved the concept of time travel. I've loved the thought of going back in time and altering the fabric of it, even with how scary it is, because we never know what to expect following the altering of time. And now that's what Red and Chloe are going to find out. If anything, they're going to find out if Happily Ever After was all they ever expected it would be, and Even if it is faced with a lot of consequences, there's nothing they can't see through because their friendship is the strongest thing in the world. If there's anything that we've taken away from Descendants of Zombies, it's just how beautiful our friendships are. How passionate we feel about that one person that we love with all of our heart, that we have the slightest thought of spending the rest of our lives with. Did you guys think that Zed and Addison were going to spend the rest of their lives together by Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires? No, you didn't. Well, that's what kept you guessing. That's what kept you coming back and wanting more. Because you thought of this story as being the most beautiful love story between a power couple that we'd ever seen in our lives. Was Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez's story as beautiful as this? I don't think it was. Was the story between Travis and Hannah Montana as beautiful as what it seemed to be in the Hannah Montana movie or the Hannah Montana franchise? No, it wasn't. I think she ended up with a guy named Jake. That's how much I cared about it. The thing was, we all had a favorite moment from Descendants of Zombies that we never saw from the past franchises or the past movie franchises that Disney ever promoted. The thing is, they were just kind of put there in front of the camera, had the spotlight put on them, and Disney thought that we were going to accept them. And while we may have accepted stars of the past generations like Selena and Demi and Miley and the Jonas Brothers, I think that Descendants of Zombies characters have forever and always held a very special place in our heart for forever because we believed in them. And we believed in them more than any other star that we had ever seen been put in front of the camera under so much significant pressure who they thought were going to be the mega superstar, perhaps of their generation, but never of this. I really don't think that Hannah Montana or Miley would have been able to hold a candle to the popularity of Descendants of Zombies. This is nothing short of overwhelming for me. Just yesterday, over 40 hours of watch time were accumulated for this YouTube channel. And something like 15 people subscribed here. The reason why 15 people subscribed here was because they knew that this guy had something special to offer to them. Had something special to say about Descendants of Zombies that would keep you coming back to find out and to hear what he was going to say next. I think that if more content creators could understand and appreciate their audience like I've been able to do, they will be able to create far more effective videos and they will be able to succeed in touching your heart. Because I think there are a lot of people who have the sole purpose of criticizing these stars without ever giving them much of a chance. I fell in love with people like Kylie and Malia and Ruby because of just how much they offered to this franchise and how far they took it. Because they took it to places that people like Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson never could. Did you ever see Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson sharing a stage with 20,000 people for 43 arena dates through one summer? No, you didn't. Because I don't even think the cast members and the crew had enough faith in those characters to do that. But when we got a look at Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rush Turner and understood how passionate they felt about life, then they immediately had the chance to share the stage with thousands of people every night. And these were moments that people wish could have lasted for forever. And you got to believe me, I've done everything in my power to make sure that these moments could last for forever. Because the franchises like Scream and Halloween and Friday the 13th can last for over 35 years. I mean, how many reincarnations have we seen of Halloween or Scream? This Friday I'm going to see Scream, The Return of Ghostface, Scream 7. How many years since 1996 has Scream been around? Been reincarnated, been rebooted? The same thing can happen for Descendants, even if the cast does not include Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker, who may come back years later in the form of a cameo. I mean, I've heard it all about how Mal is the one with the pocket watch in her head and how this should have happened in the teaser trailer or that should have happened. These ridiculous predictions when we know, if we're diehard fans of Descendants of Zombies, the chances of these stars reprising the roles are pretty much second to none. The thing is, what we got to understand is with times, we too as fans have to change with the times. As the times change and metamorphosize into something far greater than we ever imagined, we too as fans have to change with the times. And as difficult as that may be for fans of the original trilogy who are diehard, it's what we got to do. But I think we more quickly fell in love and we were more acceptant of this new cast than perhaps ever before. We all took something special away from their story. We all loved their story with all of our heart. And we will continue to feel a part of something special and love their story with all of our heart for many years to come. Because 20 years from now, I'm hoping to have these conversations with thousands of people who have subscribed here, who have yet to subscribe here, because there are people who are telling each other about this YouTube channel every day. Every night of my life, there's somebody who subscribes here for the simple reason they love Descendants of Zombies with all their heart. This show may be hosted by a guy who's crazy, who lives inside of a haunted house, who thinks his house is haunted. But the thing is, That's what makes these videos so fun. And that's what makes these people keep coming back like they do and become addicted to these videos, because these videos are something to hold on to. These videos give people hope. These videos make people believe in their friendships more than ever before. Because the one thing that my parents raised me to do was be a guy who, with what you see is what you get. They raised me to be a genuine person. So if I felt something about Descendants and Zombies, I told you. And with me, what you see is what you always got. And I took a great deal of pride and put so much heart and dedication into every video that I ever recorded or created, because I just wanted to give you guys the best. And the only hope, the one thing that a content creator will never ever tell you, is that the only hope that he or she ever has is that you're going to hit his subscribe button, he or she's subscribe button. But every single time that I ever upload a video and I ever go away from this YouTube channel, which I'm going to have to do now for a couple of hours because I had to get a cup of tea, and I haven't had a cup of tea this morning since I started recording videos. Then I had to come back tonight and record another video because I just want to, make this a more magical experience for everybody and think about what I'm going to say in my next video, which I never prepare anything for. The thing is, that's what makes this channel so special, is that thousands of people love these videos so much. And that's what means so much to me as the content creator of this YouTube channel, is that people keep coming back. People will forever see something special in what this crazy guy has to say, because all you know is that you love Descendants and Zombies with all of your heart, and he does too. And because he does too, you're going to hit his subscribe button because he relates to you. The greatest feeling in my world is to know that I got to know you guys for who you were. And I got to experience these moments with each and every one of you. And I am forever, if never eternally, grateful for each and every one of you just being here, for being the fans of Freya, and to have represented Freya the way that you have, to feel the way you have about Descendants 5 with Wonderland. And I've never wanted to take that away from anybody who ever believed in it. All I ever wanted was to be a part of it, to have the chance to be a part of something so forever magical. And if you've ever wanted to believe in magic, then I think this could be the YouTube channel for you. If you've ever loved Descendants and Zombies with all of your heart, then definitely this is the YouTube channel for you. Thank you so much for having believed in Descendants and Zombies with all of your heart. Thank you so much for having Descendants and Zombies mean so much to your heart. And thank you so much for having watched this video. It's been my honor to create all these wonderful videos for thousands of people who watch this YouTube channel each and every single day. Thank you so much for spending your weekend with me. I will be back just after sunset tonight with a brand new video with my thoughts in it on both the worlds of Descendants and Zombies, a universe and a galaxy of anything, because this world never seems to be big enough to host every fan of Descendants and Zombies, because this is something far greater than we ever imagined possible. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel of all time and believing in it with all of your heart. And thank you so much for having watched this video.